10 bananas, about that much water, about a third full of water, about 100 ml of soy milk, and 100 grams of sugar. Total about 1,300 calories. Yummy, sweet, calorific breakfast. And some cinnamon in there. Tasty. So, right. How to eat more but lose weight. Isn't that what everyone wants to hear? People trying to lose weight, how you can eat more but lose weight. I've got the advice for you right here. I've got the solution. Now I realise this is very, very dangerous advice. For someone trying to lose weight, that could send them going completely the wrong direction. So it's very, very important you listen to the conditions of what foods you eat while eating more. Okay, so let's think of any animal in nature. Any animal. Let's take a rabbit. Okay, what do rabbits eat? Generally, they just eat grass and leaves. Any other animal. It could be a tiger, which they can eat dead animals in the jungle. It could be a lion eating dead animals in the savannah. It could be a gorilla eating lots of bananas and fruits and melons and leafy greens in the jungle. Anything, any other animal. Every animal does not restrict. It doesn't calorie restrict. You don't find gorillas counting their calories, or you don't find cows counting how many calories they get from their grass. Every other animal in nature eats until they're full. They eat until their body and physiology says, yeah, that's enough, I can't eat anymore. Now, depending on if that's a grazing animal, like a cow, which kind of eats pretty much all day, constantly, to make sure they get enough food, or if it's like a lion or a gorilla, or anything like that, which eats big meals at once, and then any animal, regardless of what vor it is, will eat until it's full. Now that's the same with humans. So getting back to the point, how you can eat more but lose weight. If you eat the right foods, you can eat as much of them as you like. The right foods being whole, fresh, ripe, raw, ideally, fruits and vegetables. Plant foods. The right foods for our physiology. Look it up. Look up our physiology and compare it to a plant eater in nature. See how similar we are. So the right foods, you can eat as much of as you want, which probably will be, more than what you were previously eating. This, for example. Take me. I'm not the best example because I'm young, so I'm only 21, and I've only been doing this for a year and a half, but still, you can still go on what I've got to share. I'm eating more now than I ever have done in my entire life. And take it for the last 3 years. Used to play football, always been a sporty person. Used to play football. I never ate this much, so I was actually more active a few years ago than I am now, but I'm eating more food. And I'm actually slimmer than I was a couple of years ago. How does that work? Slimmer than I was last year. It's because I'm eating the right foods. If you eat the right foods, you eat as much of them as you can. Like, not as you care for. Just stuff your face until you can't eat anymore, and then that's enough food. So, if you're in a situation where you're trying to lose weight, good on you, well done. But, number one advice, number one tip, eat whole, fresh, ripe, raw, organic, ideally organic, plant foods, whole plant foods. You can go for bananas, any fruit, as much of it as you care for, as much as you can. Bananas are ideal, make sure they're ripe. Lots of oranges, apples, starches, go for potatoes, rice, beans, pasta. But keeping the ratios of your calories low fat. Low fat. All plant foods, the majority of plant foods have a ratio of around 80-10-10, 80% of its calories being from carbohydrates, 10% from fat, 10% from protein, or less, the majority less than that, a maximum. That's the average of most plant foods, which is, being plant-eating humans, you can eat as much of them as you care for, as much as you can, like this 1,300 calorie smoothie until you're full, and then you just run off the energy. And don't worry about sugar making you fat in the fruits. Sugar and carbohydrates don't make you fat. Look up dietary thermogenesis. That's the process in which excess carbohydrates and sugar which you consume is burnt off into heat in your body. Fat burns in the fire of carbohydrates. The more carbohydrates you put into your system, the more energy you've got to give, for not just for running or exercising, but you have got it for exercising, you've got it for mental stimulation. If you're using your mind a lot in your job, you're an athlete, you're using loads of calories using your mind. The more calories and carbohydrates you can consume, the more you'll be able to give. So how to lose weight but eat more? Eat the right foods. High carb, low fat, low protein, plant foods. Rule out the animal products, then you don't have to worry how much you eat. How cool is that?